Hello, my YouTube family. Once again, welcome to my channel. And in today's tutorial, we will be seeing how we can install Windows 11 on a virtual machine. That is, we're going to try on virtual VMware Workstation. So, yep, I got a free time, and so I thought of posting this video because this might be useful. A lot of people out there must be trying out Windows 11 after Microsoft has officially released its version. So let's quickly check that out. So first of all, let me show you the official release of Windows 11 by Microsoft, of course. Windows 11 download, and you can go to the Microsoft official website, and then you will see Windows 11 over here. And the one today we'll be seeing is the ISO image. So I've already downloaded the ISO image, and we will see if we face any kind of challenge while installing it. So let's fire up VMware Workstation, and I'll quickly create a new virtual machine. So File, New Virtual Machine, and I'll be using the option Typical and not Custom. And here I can give the path of the ISO. I can select the ISO file, Windows 11, and this is the official one. And next. So I'll leave it to Windows 10 64, Microsoft Windows, okay. And here you can give your name and the path where you want to save it. So I'm going to put it into the VM folder, and I'm going to Windows 11. I already had a folder created named Windows 11, so I'm going to give Windows 11 test. And I'll change the virtual machine name, Windows 11 test. Next. Uh, I'll be showing you the minimum requirement of Windows 11, but before showing that, let me finish this up and then I'll hover up to another window. I'm going to make it a single file, and next. So let me quickly review all the hardware requirements, and RAM, I'm going to make it 4 gigs. Processor, I'll leave it to the default processor, it's fine. Network adapter, I'm going to bridge the network adapter, and rest all is fine. Okay, now let's boot the VM and let's see. Okay, I'm going to do next. Install now. Just the default as usual. I don't have a product key. And here you have the versions of Windows 11. I'm going to select the one that I need. Windows 11 Pro for Workstation. You can select as per your requirement. Windows 11 Pro for Workstation, and then next. Okay, so here it's telling that this PC doesn't meet the minimum system requirement to install this version of Windows. For more information, visit https then aka.ms/windows sys requirement. Okay, so now this is the reason I wanted to open up the minimum system requirement page later on, and let me go ahead and open up the same page which it was telling, aka.ms Windows sys requirement, and this is a minimum system requirement that you need. So the processor needs to be 1 gigahertz minimum, RAM 4 gigs, storage 64 GB, and I created a disk space of 60 gigs. And the firmware needs to be at a UEFI, not a native BIOS. And the TPM, which is most important thing in Windows 11, it needs version 2.0. And graphics card DirectX 12 or later with WDDM 2.0 driver, and display 720p. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. And one important thing what you can do is to understand whether the base operating system that you're using, whether it supports Windows 11 or not. So what you can do is you can just go ahead and download this small tool called PC Health Check app, through which you will be able to understand whether this machine is going to actually support Windows 11 or not, because that's very much important. If the base operating system does will not support Windows 11, then I cannot actually run it on a virtual machine. And I think there are other methods where you can bypass uh, by making a registry tweak. But we are not talking about that. We are going uh, with all the requirements that is needed to run Windows 11. And I'll be posting a separate video where you can skip the security checks, how you can bypass it, and then you can install Windows 11 on a non-supported hardware. But here we're not talking about that. Here we are dealing with how we can actually install Windows 11, and where we are going to check whether this hardware actually supports uh, Windows 11 or not. So uh, let me show you how you can download this tool. You can just open up this link, check for compatibility, download PC Health Check app. You can click on this, download this MSI file, install it, and this would look something like this. And once you open this up, you will see check now. So once you click on check now, it will verify the system requirement and it will give you the results. And as you can see that this PC meets the Windows 11 requirements. And I want to see all the results. And few important things which you might want to look into here is the PC supports secure boot, TPM 2.0. Like I said, we already saw TPM version 2.0 is needed to run Windows 11, and supported processor is there. I already have i5 2.90 gigahertz, and then minimum 4 gigs of RAM, and where I have 24 gigs, and disk space should be 64 GB or larger, and processor cores has 2 or more cores where I have 6, and the minimum clock speed or what should be at 1 gigahertz where I have 2.9 gigahertz. Okay, so that's it. Now we understood that this PC already has the minimum requirement. It supports uh, all the necessary things that it needs to run Windows 11. So I'll close everything and I will shut down the guest operating system. I'll make some changes. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this 60 GB of hard disk. So I'm going to remove the VMDK file. I'm not going to expand it. I'll do it freshly, and let me add a hard disk. Create a new virtual hard disk, and here I'll put 70. Okay, but okay, so here we have added the hard disk. But what about the security which we saw? The secure boot and the TPM module that is needed, the version 2.0. So how can we get that? So to get that in a VMware Workstation, you have to do basically two things. You have to go to the options, and then you can see something called access control. Okay, and here it says encryption settings cannot be changed because there are pending changes to the virtual machine disks. Okay, I'll go to settings once again and options, access control, and now earlier it was grayed out, but now it's giving me an option to encrypt. So I will click on encrypt, and I'll set a password. I'll click on encrypt. It's encrypted. And now we are going to add a TPM. So you would click on add, and you can see that we have a trusted platform module which we can add, and we click on finish. Okay. And now we're going to fire up the VM and we'll check whether it actually passes through all the checks or not. Okay, next, install now. I don't have a product key, and I will be selecting the same Windows 11 Pro for workstations. And there you go. It successfully passed through all the checks, and now this is similar to how you generally install Windows. You create disks, uh, make your partition, the way you want, and just click on next. So I'm going to pause the video over here because this is going to take some time to install Windows. And once it has successfully installed and the machine has been rebooted, I'll resume the video. Okay, so the installation has been done successfully. So now it's preparing the device, as you can see. Okay, and we are in. So okay, so this is going to be the same process like we have done for Windows 10. Uh, no, I don't want to add a second layout of keyboard. Skip. Okay, it's going to take a while to check for the updates. Okay, so just enter a host name. Uh, mm, or I'll keep it simple, Windows 11. You can give anything of your choice. But remember, host name can be up till 15 characters. It should not exceed more than 15, or else it won't. It will only accept till 15th character. Okay, so let's name next. It's rebooting once again. Okay, so now it's asking how would you like to set up this device? You have two options: set up for work or school. This is basically when you have Azure AD environment, and but in this case, I'm going to set up for personal use next, and here you can enter your Microsoft account that you have. I'm going to click on sign in options. Forgot my username. Sign in with a security key. Offline account. I don't want to enter any kind of username. Uh, Skip for now. And who's going to use this device? So you have to enter. So this will basically create the profile. Whatever name you give, I'm going to give Neil. Next, enter password. Confirm password. And at this stage, you have to set 3 security questions. So just going to give some random values. So in this case, just as an example, because I don't have much time, or else the video will get lengthy, I've selected some random answers, but you can set up as per your choice and you can give correct answers. So accept everything, and now it will create the profile and will be in Windows 11 desktop. Okay, and now we have landed on to the desktop of Windows 11, and So what I'm going to do now, I will be installing the VMware tools. So once it is successfully installed, VMware will automatically resize the virtual machine and will make it into a full screen mode. I don't want to reboot the VM now, and I'm going to view full screen, and yep, now you can see the resolution it has adjusted, and I guess I'll be able to also do copy paste. I just need to reboot the machine once. So this is how it looks, and let me go ahead and check the properties, show more options, and then the properties would come. And this is Windows 11, the processor, RAM, device ID, product ID, everything, that blah blah blah. Windows 11 Pro for workstations, version 21H2, installation date, OS build, the pack number, and so that's pretty much it. How you can install Windows 11. So I think after watching this video, this will be helpful for you guys to install Windows 11 on virtual machine. And post this, I'll also come up with another video where you can bypass the security checks, the default or the minimum requirements of Windows 11, and how you can install Windows 11 on non-supported hardware, basically. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and like, comment, and share if you can or if you want. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. Take care.